Hey, welcome back to the Big Rant Show. As always, thank you for joining me. If you could, hit the subscribe button down below and let's get right to it. I'm not sure with all the weather and stuff if y'all been paying attention to Donald Trump or not, but Donald Trump is proving himself to be more of a tyrant than I even thought he was. Michael Wolff, an author and journalist, has written a book based on interviews he did with people throughout the campaign and a little bit during his time when was in the White House with people like Steve Bannon and other aides and such in the White House. And Donald Trump is pissed about it. He is all up in arms and all fired up over this, tweeting about it and all sorts of stuff. In the video, or in the book, and in this video, we'll discuss kind of what happened. Partly, one thing that's in the book is that Michael Wolff reports in his book that some people within the White House believe that Donald Trump is mentally unfit, mentally unstable, and unfit to serve the office of President of the United States. Now, I don't know if this is true. I don't know his medical history. He does seem to have some issues, but I'm not going to speculate on that. I'll have to read the book when it comes out, and maybe I'll read it and give you a book review here over what's in the book. Anyhow, we'll see what happens on that front. If I have the money to buy the book, and if I really feel like sitting down and reading a bunch of crap over Donald Trump, things we pretty much probably already know. So he was upset and tweeting about that this morning here on this Saturday morning, tweeting about how he's mentally stable and he's a genius. First off, Donald Trump, you're not a genius. That's clear. If you were a genius, you wouldn't be making life so hard for yourself and your fellow Republicans over there on y'all's side of the aisle. Two, though, the big kicker here is Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon basically admitted that the meeting between Donald Trump Jr. and Russian officials at a hotel room to get dirt on Hillary Clinton was treason. That's what Steve Bannon calls it, and Steve Bannon was the one running his campaign when this stuff happened. So does Steve Bannon know that this treason stuff was going on? I'm not sure. But it would seem to think that at least he knew after it happened that it was treason, because that's what he's calling it. I've been calling it treason ever since the news broke of it. No one's listened to me about that. They don't seem to care, because Trump Jr. is not in jail. Trump Jr. is not on trial for treason, as he should be. But anyhow, back to Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump has ordered a cease and desist letter to be given or sent to this company. Has already had it sent by Team Trump to try to get them to not publish the book. But I have to tell you something, Donald Trump. That's a bad move. Not only is it bad optics, does it look bad, it's just un-American. Because we have freedom of speech in this country. Freedom of the press, freedom to speak our minds, freedom to print books, whether or not they show the president in flattering light or not. It's completely un-American. Whether or not I agree with it or not, it's un-American to tell them that they can't publish a book. I didn't one time sit here during the years of Donald Trump in either my blogs or my vlogs here talking about how books about President Obama should not be written, how they should be blocked or barred or anything. You didn't see that coming out of me or anyone else on the left. Why? Because this is America. Now, did we have problems with some of your tweets because you kept lying over and over? Yeah. But nobody made a huge deal about your tweets back then because you weren't president, you weren't really important to that many people. And so now somebody's written a book that shows you in a non-flattering light. I hate to tell you, Mr. Trump, that's just how it goes. You want to be president of the United States, you're president of the United States, and that comes with the territory. People are they're going to mock you, they're going to make fun of you, they're going to say things about you that you do not like. You just need to grow up, and quit being a child. You could be a good president, as I said in my last video about you. You could be a good president. There are things you could do to make Americans actually like you. 1, stop going after their health care. 2, drain the swamp like you said. And 3, quit taking credit for things that you had nothing to do with. Those are 3 of many things that Donald Trump could do to make himself look better to the American people, increase his poll numbers, and actually increase his support to where he would easily win re-election in 2020. Now, as a liberal-minded person, a person that believes in intelligence, I don't want this to happen, but these are things you could do to improve your standing in America to the point to where you would get reelected against pretty much any Democrat. But anyhow, that's what he's done. He sent a cease and desist letter to the publisher of this book, Fire and Fury, trying to get it off the shelves. And I'm sorry, I don't think it's going to work, and I don't think he could get it to work. I don't even think he could hold it up in court. So, anyhow, I'll be glad when this book comes out. Like I said, I'll try to read it and try and get a book review done on it, if I have the time to do so and the money to buy the book. And if I can get it on my Kindle e-reader when it comes out there, it's probably where I'll have to do it, because I don't like holding big books and stuff. But anyhow, y'all have a great day, and I'll see you down the road.